Welcome to Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants. I'm your host, Ginger T. Rex. Today, my co-host Richard Holcomb is going to be visiting the nice people at Cervantes restaurant. He's going to be with Roberta and Iris. And later in the show, I'm going to be cooking with Adrian, who is with Cervantes product line, and I cannot wait to see what she's going to cook up. But first, let's go take a look at the restaurant.
Consistently ranked as one of the top 5 authentic New Mexican restaurants in the state, Cervantes is a must-visit culinary destination. With treasured family recipes and all-natural ingredients, you'll love all the wonderful and healthy menu choices. So delicious and so Cervantes. Combine your favorites with Cervantes' exceptional tequilas and margaritas, and voila, culinary perfection.
Cervantes is a great place to come to see your friends, to have wonderful food, and it's a great place for family gatherings.
You'll appreciate the takeout menu at Cervantes for a meal on the go, at home, and parties. Plus, be sure to take home plenty of Cervantes award-winning red and green chili and salsas. For lunch, dinner, drinks, parties, and celebrations, make it the one and only Cervantes, authentic New Mexico cuisine in Albuquerque at the corner of San Pedro and Gibson. One of my favorite trips every year is coming to Cervantes because Roberta always has an invariable feast for us on the table, and I'm really looking forward to nibbling on some of this while we talk today, Roberta.
Well, fantastic. I hope you enjoy all of it.
Let's talk right off the bat. Let's talk a little bit about what we have here. This is a stuffed sopapilla, meat and bean, very traditional.
Very,
right?
very traditional, with red and green chili.
You've got some chicken enchiladas.
I have chicken enchiladas, and the chicken is made from scratch. We boil them ourselves and shred them up and make our own chicken enchilada mixture.
And you always have, for me, when I come here, my all-time favorite, the carne adobada.
Carne adobada, made from fresh pork and marinated in red chili.
Tradition, culture, cuisine, all comes together here at Cervantes. Give us a little history of the restaurant.
Well, let's see. I probably started about 37 years ago, and the recipes I have, some of them I made up myself, some of them were traditional handed down from my grandmother.
The last time that we were here, we actually talked to a lot of the folks who've been coming here since the day that you opened. So
yes.
You've got a list of regulars that's second to none, don't you?
Yes, I do. Thank God for regulars.
And you have a lot of art in here, too.
Yes, we do. I've collected this over the years. And in fact, the large painting came with the restaurant.
And been here all of that time?
All of that time.
The bar's incredible. It's fun to walk through the door and be able to sample the best selection of margaritas that you'll find anywhere in New Mexico. What do we have today? We've got a traditional margarita?
We have a traditional, and then we have a blue margarita.
Well, while you're having a margarita, you need to remember, lunch and dinner, Cervantes is
yes,
a great
sir.
place to come. And I want to spend a little bit of time, too, talking about the fact that you cater.
Yes, we do.
All kinds of events.
All kinds. Weddings, we've done a few weddings, we've done a couple of graduations. We've also had a few parties here at the restaurant, which are private parties.
And it's not fast food.
Never.
But you can take it out.
Absolutely. You can. We've got our to-go menus, and you can call in your order and we'll have it ready for you.
A wonderful place to come for lunch and dinner. A great place just to come and enjoy the bar. Try one of the many margaritas that they have here. Cervantes doesn't get any better than that. And speaking of the margaritas, we're going to head back to the bar here in just a minute and spend a little time with Iris, who's going to show us how some of these great drinks that you can get here at Cervantes are made.
Well, I have been coming for at least 20 years, certainly more than that. And I love the food. I love cheese enchiladas. It's all very tasty.
Hi, I'm Mike Williams with Builder Source Appliance Gallery, and thanks for watching today's show. Today we'll be featuring our cooking in this luxurious Jenn-Air kitchen. In addition to these fine products, let me show you some more that Jenn-Air has to offer. And Jenn-Air features a full line of refrigerators. But what really stands out is their slide-in range. Jenn-Air does make the finest slide-in range on the market today. Built-in microwave hoods mounted above, an extensive line of designer hoods and cooktops. But what really stands out in Jenn-Air is their built-in ovens, with a culinary center that takes the guesswork out of cooking. You'll find an extensive amount of Jenn-Air on display at any of our stores in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces, and now in El Paso.
Well, when you come to Cervantes, the best place to park yourself is right here at the bar, one of my favorite stops here at Cervantes. And Shirley is my all-time world-famous mixologist. She makes some incredible drinks here, and Iris is going to fill us in a little bit of those while Shirley mixes up a Bloody Maria. Now, I'm not an expert in this. You correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
A Bloody Maria is made with tequila.
Right.
A Bloody Mary is made with vodka.
Right.
So we're going to have the tequila version of that, but this is sort of special tequila, isn't it?
Yes, this is a jalapeno infused tequila. Very, very spicy, very, very hot. If you decided that you didn't want to put the Tabascos and all the other hot stuff, this would probably do the trick. I think in Shirley's case, I think she puts everything together, correct? So it makes it even extra spicier.
Just the way we like it. And one of the things that I've learned from Iris is the different aging processes that are involved in tequila. So tell us a little bit about that. We have 3 different same type of tequila, but aged differently, right?
Right.
Fill us in on this.
Right. So this tequila right here is called Koff. We have a silver tequila, we have a reposado, and we have an añejo. This one right here is aged in oak casks, 3 or more months. This one is 1 year or more.
And this one is not aged at all, right?
No, not at all.
As soon as it's ready to go, it is ready to go.
It's bottled and out the door it goes.
And I have to tell you that I have tried all 3 of these. There is a definite distinctive taste between the 3. Not only a distinctive taste, but the way that it looks is a lot different too. You can tell when you have one versus another just based on the color.
Right, right.
So tell us a little bit about the Bloody Maria. Why Bloody Marias? And tell us a little bit about how you infuse your vodka with jalapenos.
Well, it's not vodka.
Oh,
it's tequila.
Tequila.
What we do is we actually take the jalapenos and we roast them on the grill. We peel them, we put them in the infuser, pour the tequila in, let it sit there for how long, Shirley? As long as we have to, right? And then typically just make a Bloody Mary, but instead of vodka, we use tequila.
The most interesting part about this for me in talking to both you and Shirley is the fact that you roast the chilies first. This isn't just picking the chili off the vine, sticking it in a pot, putting some tequila on top of it and letting it go. You've got to go that route with it. So I'm going to sample this. This happens to be my favorite lunchtime drink here, only if I'm not driving and going back to work. And Shirley's done it again. Absolutely fantastic. So while I finish this off, I might share it with you, Iris.
Okay.
I might share it with you. We're going to go down to Builder Source Appliance Gallery. Ariane, Ginger, are you guys all ready for us down there? Let's get cooking.
Okay, well, I'm ready. Are you ready, Ariane?
I'm ready.
Great. So right after this break, we're going to get cooking with some delicious Cervantes products.
Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is brought to you in part by Jenn-Air, where innovation has finally caught up with your appetite for the extraordinary.
We are at Builder Source Appliance Gallery in Albuquerque, and I am with Ariane, who is with Cervantes, the product line. And you brought products with you.
I did.
The salsa, which I love, love, love. It's my favorite. Can I try it?
Absolutely.
All right, great.
You'll sample our medium jalapeno salsa
and
our hot green chili salsa. Now, both very flavorful and very healthy. Lower sodium salsas.
Yeah.
The green chili salsa made only with New Mexico grown green chilies. That's an important thing for our business, is that we support our local growers and farmers.
Well, I loved the carnitas you made for me last time. Healthy, fresh, so good.
Thank you.
And you brought another recipe today that is also healthy. What are we making today?
We're gonna make calabacitas.
And one of the cool things about this dish is you can use the Cervantes products to make it, which makes it fast, and you still get that flavor, but it doesn't take all that time.
Again, you don't have to start from scratch. You just incorporate a jar of Cervantes. In this case, we're going to do our New Mexico green chili sauce medium. Okay. Now, we can also spice it up with the hot, but I think today we'll just work with the medium.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm in with that.
Are you ready?
There's another Southwest Hot Chefs first. Adriana's gonna let me make it just to show how easy it is. Yeah, right? Is that
well,
right?
you know, I do all the cooking. I know how to use my products, but here you are.
Yay. Okay, so we did a little practice before because I needed it, but a little oil.
Just a little bit, right?
Okay.
Just to kind of
Just a tad.
get a little bit on the bottom of your saucepan.
Okay. And we're working in a Jin Air kitchen today, and I love this Jin Air slide and range because it's seamless and it goes perfectly in an island like this and looks so lovely and nice.
Oh, it's beautiful. Now you want to add your onions.
Okay.
Let's add a little bit of onions to that. Because what we're going to do is we're going to saute the onions as well as the zucchinis. And these are Italian zucchinis.
Okay.
You can add a little bit of garlic. You can be a little more generous with the garlic if you like.
This is really fun for me because the chefs on the show always add their own spices. And I feel so official, pinching and sprinkling spices.
There you go. And then you want to add your zucchini. Now zucchini, of course, is year-round. It's an item that's available year-round. But what's really great is if you go to your local farmer's market, and we have our fresh zucchini that is grown in New Mexico, in Albuquerque in particular, North Valley, you can do that. And it's a great dish to prepare with your or your own garden zucchini.
I grow mine in my own garden in my backyard. We get state fair size zucchini in my garden in my backyard.
So you want to just kind of twirl that around a little bit, mix it around. We want to get the onions to where they're translucent. And it also allows the zucchini to cook with the onions. They may get a little toasted, but not a problem. And what we'll do is we'll continue to add some other ingredients. Did you want to try some more salsa while you're waiting?
Sure. So we're letting those flavors mix, okay?
Yeah, let the flavors mix.
So I get to eat salsa while we do that. See, I can do two things at once. Cook, try salsa. Multi-talented here. I'm going with the green chili again.
There you go.
I'm a green chili girl.
Right.
Your product line, and I've gone on CervantesSalsa.com.
Right.
It's not just salsa.
No.
I mean, you can buy so many different products.
Right.
Out of state, out of country, I imagine.
Exactly.
I mean, if you've moved away and you are Googling and watching, you know, Southwest Hot Chefs, or you're looking for Cervantes salsa, you can go and buy it there.
Well, in fact, we had an email that was really a pleasant surprise from a young woman who's serving our country in Japan. She says, how can I get your products? Well, if you have an APO address or an FPO address, we can mail our products to your, family member or friend who's stationed.
That is so nice.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Yeah. And really so cool. I encouraged her to look in her local commissary because we do have our products in commissaries throughout Europe, Southeast Asia,
that's cool.
as well as Japan.
How neat would that be if you're serving your country and you grew up in New Mexico, like I did, like you did,
right?
And you're off like in Japan or some faraway place, and you go in and you see a jar of Cervantes.
As we move away, we really start to miss the flavors of New Mexico.
Yeah, there's nothing like it anywhere else.
Okay, so we ready to, let's add some green chili sauce to that?
Okay, you're the boss.
All right, we're going to add a full jar.
I'm looking at all these ingredients going, I don't know what comes next. I'm waiting for you.
Let's add a full jar of green chili.
All right.
Okay. Now you don't want this so soupy that it's a stew-like or anything like that, but you do want to add a little moisture. You want to get every last bit of chili out of your jar, right?
Yes.
So just add a little bit, and then you'll cap it again.
You don't want to miss out on any of those flavors.
Nothing. Yeah. And then this will give you a little more moisture for your calabacitas. Again, another Spanish lesson for you, Ginger. Calabacitas means?
Zucchini.
Squash. But good job. So here we go. We're going to add
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. We're going to add a little bit of corn, mix it all together. We'll turn up the heat just a little bit because you want to get that really simmering.
Gracias. Caliente.
There you are. Boy, you're on fire, girl.
There are things I know.
Maíz.
Maíz.
Okay, we're good with the Spanish. So here we go. So now we're just going to let that simmer. And that'll take, I don't know, about 15 minutes. You know, you want your calabacitas, your squash in this case, to be nice fork tender.
Fork tender. Okay.
Fork tender, yeah, because if it's too, you don't want it to taste like a salad. Well, Ginger, it looks like we're almost done. I did give it a little taste, though. Yeah. And we need to add just a little salt and pepper to taste.
Okay.
Want to do that?
Yeah, do that. Please, kidding me? This is big time for me being the helper today.
There you go. No,
the helper, the
actual chef today, right?
You said just a little bit.
Just a touch.
Okay.
So what we've done is, and you want to mix it in.
All right.
So what we've done is we've added our corn, our zucchini, our onions, our green chili sauce, Cervantes green chili sauce. We've made a delicious side dish, calabacitas, and it's ready to go.
It does look ready. That's fantastic.
Now you want your zucchini to be fork tender. You don't want to cook it so much that the zucchini kind of turns to mush. So you want some texture in there still. Okay.
And you gave me a tip while we were waiting for it to simmer. It took about 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah,
for it
about
to
15
simmer
or
down.
20, uh-huh.
And you said that you look for the zucchini to go from that really bright, vibrant green to like a little less,
More of a dull green.
more dull green.
You bet.
And then you know it's done.
Right. Well, let's serve you up, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So here we go. We'll get your little ladle. Now again, you don't want it so soupy that it's like super stew. You want it to be able to hold together. And then I'm going to add a little extra special touch. We're going to do some Monterey Jack. Just as a little tiny bit of a garnish on it. And then what you'll want to do with your sampling spoon is just mix it all in.
Okay. Mix that cheese in.
Mix the cheese in, yeah. And again,
It's melting right
you can
away.
put more cheese into it. Yeah, it melts right away.
You can put more cheese into it.
If you want to. You like cheese, don't you?
Yeah, cheese is good.
Yeah, cheese is good.
Calcium.
There you go. So that should be ready for you to sample. Be careful, it is going to be hot.
Okay. I'm a big girl.
I'll be all right.
Tender but still crisp. Just the right amount of spice.
There you go.
With that green chili, just right. That is really flavorful. Lots of flavors going on.
Lots of flavors going on. Well, the zucchini really makes it, of course. The green chili is a little added bold, flavor to it. That's it.
I love the crunch of the corn. You can taste those onions, just really tender onions. But the cheese really does the trick.
Now remember, it can be served as an entree as well. Just add some meat.
Any meat, chicken?
You
pork?
can do chicken. More traditionally, it's made with pork. But chicken, beef, or pork.
Yummy and healthy. Thank you so
Enjoy.
much.
You're welcome.
Ariane, thank you so much for coming on the show and giving me delicious and healthy treats today. That was really great food.
You're so welcome, Ginger. And you know what? I have an invitation for you.
Okay.
As well as our viewers to come to Cervantes Restaurant. And if you can't come to Cervantes Restaurant, make great food with Cervantes food products.
Yep, you can buy these in major grocery stores, right?
Major grocery stores, natural food stores, and Costco.
Yep, and if you want to try the recipes from today's show, just go to southwesthotchefs.com. And please join us again next week for another delicious episode of Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants. Ariane, thank you so much for coming on the show and for giving me delicious and healthy food.
Well, thank you for having me. And if you can't make it to look at, sorry.
Oh, take your time. Wait till you see how many tags I get. Ariane, I want to say thank you so much to you for giving me
It's tired.
the words, yeah, somewhere. Excellent. Well, sorry. Today, my co-host Richard Holcomb is going to visit with Roberta and Iris. I'm your host, Ginger T-Rex. First today,
Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is brought to you in part by Heritage Hotels and Resorts, Robin West, an independent stylist for Stella & Dot Jewelry, Via Miriam Coffee, the official coffee of Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants, and Builder Source Appliance Galleries, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces, and El Paso. Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is produced by Cliff Dweller Productions.